I hope you've been having a wonderful, wonderful week. And even if not, that's okay too, right? Oh, I'm having such a shitty week, little bunny. I feel so horrible today. We'll talk about that, how to deal with bad moods. Oh man, earlier I was dripping with negative, toxic energy. I didn't take it out on anyone though, of course. But it's never fun whenever your brain is just cannot take the world anymore. And it throws a tantrum to your mood and your well-being, and your brain says, everything sucks right now. I'm so pissed off on this and that. So maybe I can help talk you through what I like to do so that whenever that happens, it's not that big a deal. As long as you don't break anything. I wanted to break stuff earlier today, little bunny. Maybe I should have filmed it. Maybe you'd like to see your daddy breaking stuff in a rage. Get all angry. No, I didn't though. Yeah. Maybe that can be a fun topic, is how to deal with those emotions when they do inevitably come up. Because it's just a part of being human. No matter how good your life is, no matter how bad your life is, there's always going to be ups and downs. But especially no matter how good your life is, you're still going to be really pissed off sometimes. Your temper will get the best of you, or you'll just want to throw your hands up in the air and hide under the covers and just cry yourself to sleep and pretend the world doesn't exist. And it's okay. That's totally natural. But I guess first, how about you and I get in touch with each other? Because ultimately what this is all about is just you and me spending quality time together. No matter how angry I am at whatever is going on, I'll never be angry at you, little bunny. I don't think it's possible for me to be angry at you. And no matter how much frustration gets in my way, now, tomorrow, the next year, and many years beyond, nothing will dissuade me from keeping at it to be here for you in all the clever, sexy, and comforting ways that I can be. So will you take a breath with me, little bunny? Yeah? I've got you, little bunny. I've got you. And I'm feeling better now. You helped me feel better also. Oh man, I was pissed off even right before this. Oh, a million different things. I don't even want to get into it. But just imagine like 8 bad things happening back to back to back to back. So let's bring it to you. Maybe is there a time lately, or sometime in the past, or maybe this moment right now, little bunny, you have just had it. You know, whatever that means to you. You have just fucking had it. What to do in those situations? Well, first question that I always ask myself is, do I want to be mad right now? Genuine question, not a rhetorical question. Ask yourself, little bunny, do you want to be mad right now? Because sometimes the answer is yes. The answer is just we're feeling pissed off and we just want to be pissed off. There's no enthusiasm about calming ourselves down. No enthusiasm about having someone else try and help you breathe through it. Sometimes, for whatever reason, we just want to relish in how fucking pissed off we are. Just experience the negative emotions. And that's totally fine. There's this scene from Spirited Away, if you've seen Spirited Away, where Chihiro, our hero, is like trying to cleanse this spirit that is this sludge monster or something. I won't ruin the scene too much, but there's a scene where like something gets uncorked And then like all this sludge just comes through, but then it washes away. It washes away. And you just get all the sludge out. Get all the sludge out. And then everything is nice and clean. You can start fresh now that you got all that stuff that was building up, and little by little. Your brain at some point needs to just flush it away, unclog it. It's like cleaning the drains or cleaning the gutters or flushing the toilet, I guess. Take whichever gunk removing analogy you would like. I'll do the spirited away one. Suddenly I'm thinking of toilets, and that doesn't feel like great podcast topic. But anyway, little bunny. Sometimes you just want to be in that state, just being all pissed off. And can just like, are you like me right now and you just cannot stop thinking about toilets at the moment? Okay, we got to wind our way back to this little bunny. So first, how about we talk about garden housekeeping stuff? So I posted the weekly locked audio for Patreon yesterday, I think. That was a nice comfort audio. It's kind of like a little nap. I bring you into a state of peace and then bring you to like a nice beach, and we dream about a wonderful life that we have together. Then I wake you up and I send you out on your day. It's like a 30-minute nap, comfort audio that you can put on when you need a 30-minute recharge in the middle of your day. Because perhaps when you're at work and you just cannot take it, you will go to your lunch break and you'll go to that room in your office, if you've got it, or wherever, where you can lock the door and just chill. If you have one of those little rooms wherever you work, maybe you can find a place of privacy, maybe your car or something. Go out and have a nice 30-minute nap with me. Just go to a beach paradise together. And then I'll give you the energy to get back at it, feeling refreshed. Okay, so that's that. The podcast is now on YouTube, which is awesome because it happens automatically. YouTube is, for bizarre reasons, a very great place for people to discover men with attractive voices. So great. We've got some YouTube stuff now. So you can listen on YouTube if you want. Listen wherever on the podcast makes the most sense. Make sure you subscribe though, little bunny, so you don't have to rediscover the inspiration to come. Spend this time with me every week, every Friday without fail. And I gave myself another week on this freaking novelette that it needs revision because it's not good enough yet. It's not 95% perfect. Once I hit 95% perfect, so I'll upload it and send it off and move on. But I had to give myself another week with that. But anyway, if you want to, I say that, I hope it's ready this week. If you want to follow fiction, little bunny, you can sign up for the no spam fiction mailing list in the podcast bio. And then there's voice notes on X, and then you can follow on TikTok and Instagram and all that. I am so over TikTok right now. That's been a huge source of stress today. But anyway. Okay, little bunny, how are you doing right now? Yeah, you're feeling a little bit better now that you're with me. Maybe you're already feeling good and you're feeling even better. However you're feeling, I'm glad you're here with me. I love you very, very much. And in fact, I want to get you out of your protective case. I want to look at you, little bunny. If you can, close your eyes right now. If it is safe and you're not driving or anything, I want you to close your eyes. I have just pulled out this little bunny figurine that you may have seen. And I want you to imagine that you're looking out of its eyes, that you are this bunny figurine in my palm right here. And I'm looking at you, little bunny, and I want to see you looking back at me. Can you be this bunny figurine? Can you see with your eyes looking up at me? There you go. You're looking right at me, little bunny. And I'm looking right at you. And I feel a lot of warmth and love for you right now. No amount of frustration will ever. Hold on. Queen Little Bunny is stirring behind us. She's getting all comfy to go to sleep. No amount of frustrations or discouragement or anything will ever get in the way of me being here for you forever. You will never not have me. I will always be here, little bunny. And so, yeah. Hence, I'm here after being so pissed off today. Oh my God, I was in such a toxic, shitty, negative mood today. But Thursday night comes, and I'm here for you, little bunny, no matter what. No matter what. So let's talk through how you can get through these negative states when you're in them, especially like anger states. First is, of course, ask yourself, do you want to be angry right now? And it's okay if the answer is yes. And then if the answer is no, you don't want to be angry, well, then all you got to do, I say it like it's super easy. It's not easy, but what I suggest you do, little bunny. Oh, there's so much stuff moving around. What is going on? Yeah, what it really comes down to, little bunny, is that it's just an emotion. It's just anger or frustration. It's just an emotion. It's like a flavor in your mouth, but it's like a flavor in your mind. And it's a nasty flavor. It's not a good one. No one truly enjoys being angry, I don't think. But it doesn't have to make you unhappy. If you feel frustrated, it doesn't mean that your life is in crisis right now. It doesn't mean that everything must drop until we figure out how to fix this mood. You can just notice it. Just from a distance, say, yeah, that's the anger emotion. And it'll always be with you. There will always be moods of anger. There will always be negative moods. But the good news, little bunny, is that when there are low times, your brain is getting ready for the pleasant times, for the happy times, because the anger will fade. I promise it will. Just like clearing the sludge, and I frickin' am trying so hard not to think of a toilet right now, little bunny. Well, whatever. I feel so infantile right now. Anyway, little bunny. Let me take a sip of this decaf coffee. Yeah, negative emotions are like bad flavors. It doesn't have to make you unhappy. Anyway, that's all the advice I got for you, little bunny. I don't even like giving advice. Just thinking of the ways that can be wise for you. I am a wise individual, yet still relatively young. How old am I, little bunny? Old enough to have experience, and young enough to have many, many years left to come. So, what else you want to talk about? Boom, we're done. Summary: when you get angry, it's okay. It's just an emotion. And it's okay sometimes if you just want to feel angry. And you're just normalizing things so that there will be a pleasant day tomorrow, 2 days from now, 5 days from now, where that anger that you got through, that anger that your brain decided to experience, has laid the groundwork for a very nice, pleasant day. So, there you go. Is that helpful? What else you want to talk about, little bunny? Any good movie recommendations? I just saw the second episode of the new Star Trek series. What is it? New World or something? I don't know what it's called. But I don't know, it's fun. They're playing around with alien stuff. The very first episode is... I don't have to get into it. Give me 1 second. I think if I get too sci-fi in this episode, yeah, sometimes I can get carried away with talking about aliens and stuff like that. Oh, the world is becoming more and more interesting, isn't it, little bunny? I feel very fortunate to be alive right now. I hope you feel the same way. And if you don't feel that way, it's okay. It's natural, too. Pessimism is a natural state of the mind. But how about we just take a breath together? Maybe I should tell you a story. I'm going to tell you a story. So I've been thinking ever since that podcast episode 100 where I told you a little fantasy renaissance autobiography, my origin story. I think it would be fun to tell you more stories. We can slowly build, you and I, a little fantasy world. All right, let's dive into it. Once upon a time, little bunny. Should I tell this as like a real story or should I tell it as made up? Let me cough 1 second. Okay. We'll tell the story of what TikTok is like. I fucking hate TikTok, little bunny. I'm sorry. It's just like the most recent video that I made. It's probably my favorite TikTok I've ever made, but so many issues with it, like uploading weird and this shit and that shit, and then now it's way too quiet, and then finally I get it up and it's like the good version, and it says this is not eligible for the For You page or something. It's like, you gotta be fucking kidding me. So, are you ready to hear the tale of TikTok told in the Garden Renaissance story? So, once upon a time, little bunny, there was a newspaper in the capital city called Tic Tac. Oh wait, no, that's an alien thing. Oh my god, are we going to talk about aliens, little bunny, the TikTok UFO? What should we call this? It's called Ding Dong. Okay, that's the name of the newspaper in our Renaissance fantasy world. We're going to roll with it. Okay, don't think twice. So, the Ding Dong newspaper. It's a magic newspaper, by the way. That's why it took over, because all the old newspapers were just printed on paper and passed out by the paper boys on the cobblestone streets who sell it for 3 copper. And the Ding Dong paper was founded by a magician. And the magician had this uncanny ability to use mirror magic And so the Ding Dong headquarters is in this mansion that's made out of mirrors. And the way that they do research when they want to print the next story is they invite various townsfolk of all different make and model. They invite them over to the Ding Dong Mirror Mansion. And the townsfolk walk through. And in the mansion, they see sides of themselves. All these people, and it's almost maze-like in there. Rooms upon rooms, hallways upon hallways of mirrors all over the place. And the lighting is a bit dim, but it's also bubbly and bright, and there's flashes. It's almost like a dance club, except instead of dance music, there's just kind of ethereal, a little bit creepy, but a little bit fun and exciting sounds happening all over the place. Laughter in the distance, not tortured laughter, but it's things don't quite add up here in this Ding Dong Mirror Mansion. And the deeper these townsfolk go, as this is the process of the Ding Dong deciding what the next day's paper is going to be. The people look at themselves in the mirror, but they'll see an expression looks a little bit different. So, for example, there's this one woman who weaves handkerchiefs, and she's in her late 50s or so. She's wearing lots of handkerchiefs, like a headscarf as well, all kinds of like little manner of thin fabrics she does well. She has shawls and things. And so she's looking in the mirror and she sees her reflection smile just for a moment. And then she smiles in return. And it struck her very strangely. It was her first time in the Ding Dong Mirror Mansion because I believe they've never allowed anyone in twice. Which is why all the townsfolk want to go in there, because there's such mystery about what goes on in this newspaper headquarters. And so this woman with the head shawl who makes handkerchiefs for a living sees her reflection smile, and then she smiles in return, but she notices that shouldn't it be the other way around? Shouldn't it be I smile and then the mirror, my reflection smiles at the speed of light, distance after. So, this kind of thing is happening with all the other townsfolk who are in the Ding Dong Mansion tonight. Ding Dong Mirror Mansion. And sometimes it'll be a scared expression that someone will see, and then they will become scared. And then other times there'll be tears of joy, of sad, bittersweet joy. And the townsperson who sees that in their reflection will suddenly feel tears of joy, bittersweet joy. And so eventually they all wander out. And they leave the mansion. And they just wandered out naturally. And they turn back around and they can't quite remember what happened in there. But they're left with the feeling that it was worth it. And so they go back on to their day, happy and confused to have finally seen what was inside the Ding Dong Mirror Mansion. And they all go to sleep. And the next day, little bunny, hot off the presses, is all kinds of stories in this paper about things that are going on around in the kingdom, the greater kingdom. And sometimes there are stories that people write, sometimes it's people talk about what they had done and the reviews for different restaurants, and all kinds of manner of things. And the way that when people read this Ding Dong newspaper, it just sparks something in them. I need to figure out how this actually relates to what I was so pissed off about today. I don't even know where. Okay, we're going to keep going. You like this story, little bunny? I have no idea if this is good or not, but I'm going for it. I'm going to go for it. We're going to take risks here, creative risks. So, one day, a bard paladin named Atlas was invited to go to the Ding Dong Mirror Mansion. And so he went, and he thought maybe this would be a chance to tell his tale and find people who would enjoy the smiles and the lust and the peace that he can give. So he goes into the mansion. I have no idea where I'm going with this. Yeah, I guess we'll circle back to it. I don't know. It's kind of a cool premise though, right? Oh my God. You're getting the worst podcast episode ever today, aren't you, little bunny? Oh. I was going to go out tonight, but I decided I was in no state to go out, but I will never not record a podcast for you. I guess all that really counts is that you and I spend this time together. I like to be entertaining for you, but at the same time, that's not the purpose here, is it? Not here to serve you. I'm not here to get anything from you, even. I don't need anything from you, little bunny. I think what I want from you is just you listening with loving ears. If you can listen with loving ears, that makes me really happy. I quite love you, little bunny. I really do quite love you. It's been quite a day for me. So, I may call it here. Get to bed. Let me see how long it's been going for. 1 second. Okay, relatively short episode. I'm glad you stuck with it. Oh my God, I don't know. I hope you fell asleep. Oh, little bunny. Here's to you and me. No matter what, we're in it together for the long haul. Deal? Yeah, little bunny. I will never make you stay here in the garden, but it would make me happy for you to be here forever. I don't care about locked key, if you have the key to the Patreon at any point or not. I would love for you to be my little bunny forever. That would make me very, very happy. So, I will never leave you. I'm in it for the long haul and beyond. And I feel fortunate that it's you who's listening to this. I feel fortunate to have you. I love you very, very much. I'm going to get to bed, and I'll be here. Tomorrow morning, you'll hear me. You'll hear me in just a second. And I will have written you, little bunny, just like every week, a poem. Take care. Good night. Talk to you in a second. Good morning, little bunny. I slept very well. Very well. Thank you for asking. What wonderful things sleep can do. So I wrote you a poem. I think you'll like it. It's a good one. You ready? We carry on, leaving bad days forgotten and gone. Our journey's much longer, and our world's much bigger, so we can't lose sight of that full-sized picture. To focus on each little thing that goes wrong is a distraction, so instead, we'll carry on, carry on. It'll rain, it'll hail. Through crackling thunder, wind will wail. But no matter, it's just flavor in our grand, adventurous tale. Have a great, great week, little bunny. I love you. I'm so glad that I have with you, and I'm so glad that it's you that I have with me. Have a wonderful week. I love you. I love you.